Ever since the Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson film Her came out, it really changed my perspective and point of view on how robots should sound. Not like a computer like Siri, not like a robot like C-3PO, but actually like a human being, like we saw in Her. In the Netflix original film I Am Mother, we see that again. Also, Hilary Swank is back. She's been under our radar for quite some time, and now Hilary Swank is back, and her new material looks great. It's possibly this looks like a good comeback for Hilary Swank. It's really nice to see some old faces again in show business. You're like, oh, I haven't seen that actor in a while, or I haven't heard of this person in ages, That's how I feel watching this trailer. It's nice to see Hilary Swank again. Also, I'm just going to put her name here. I know her name is Rose. I know she was in Neighbors, Insidious, Get Him to the Greek, and Instant Family, but I can't really pronounce her last name, so that's her name there. I have to say Rose does a phenomenal job as a voice actress. She's great. She's a great actress in general. I like her. And to have her playing somewhat of a villain in I Am Mother, it's definitely a far cry or an adjustment to her mother roles in Insidious, Instant Family, and the Neighbors franchise. And it's always fun to kind of see those actors. You know them for a certain role, or you see them in a different role, and you're like, hang on a second, this person played this person, For instance, example, in the movie Bad Times at the El Royale, Chris Hemsworth plays a cult leader, like one of those Jim Jones, Charlie Manson cult-like leaders, and what they did to Chris Hemsworth was they, made us instantly forget he was Thor. I mean, yes, he's like, I am a god, and in this movie he says similar things too. In Bad Times at the El Royale, he says those similar things. And I was like, wow, this guy's a superhero. Now he's playing a villain. And I have to say that was great. So that's what I see in this movie as well. I Am Mother. Rose is playing a villain. Now, I have to say, it's one of those films that you kind of question. One problem I have with I Am Mother is similar to what I have with the TV series The Act. How the problem I had with The Act was that it sort of glorified the idea of killing people or killing your parents if they were domineering, That's what the TV show did in my book anyway. What this movie does, it sort of, likes to put the idea of questioning your parents, it'll make you want to walk to your parents and say, do you shelter me? Netflix just hits it out of the park with its films and TV shows. House of Cards, 13 Reasons Why, The Dirt, Bird Box. Anyways, back to what I was saying earlier about, the theme of having the parent lie to the child, films that I see that in a lot of films where the son or daughter was like, why would you lie to me my whole life? Or why would you shelter me my whole life? It kind of, sets a bad example for parents. It'll make viewers, who have parents are like, do my parents do this? Just like I said about The Act, it, glorified the idea that, if your mom's such an abusive monster, the last option you have is to kill her. Or the only option you have is to kill her. That's what my problem is with The Act. It glorified the idea of murder. Whereas this one, it kind of glorifies a different idea. And that is, are my parents really the enemies in my life? At the end of the day, I think it looks like a great Netflix original film, and I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. Although, I have to say, The Dirt is by far my favorite Netflix film. Speaking of which,